Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of the Horowitz in the Sefer HaMitzvos, and we are still in Mrs. Loisa, say the negative commandment, Tzadi Gimel 93. And today he speaks about the mitzvah and the prohibition of non-Cholov Yisroel milk that was not watched by a Jew. Cholov shebiyad akum, when a non-Jew has milk in his hands, good altadina milk, and the Jew did not see the non-Jew milk the cow. So the Yid walks into the farm and he sees Farmer John over there with a bucket of milk in his hands. So the Jew, was not around when Farmer John was milking the cow. Says the Horowitz Asr, you're not allowed to drink that milk. Why? Because how do you know that when the non-Jew tells you that this milk is only from a cow, how do you know that he's telling the truth? Maybe really he had some animals, some non-kosher animals in the farm, and he wanted to save the cow milk for another time, or for himself, or let's say the cow was not giving off enough milk. So he took a little pig milk, he took a little camel milk, he took a little other kind of milk and he put it inside of there. And you, the Jew, since that you weren't there to see, as the bucket of milk was being filled up, you have no idea whether or not the milk that's in that bucket is fully cow milk, or maybe it came from an animal tamea, a not kosher animal. And therefore, you're not going to be allowed to drink that milk unless you would know for sure. Now, in America, we do have the very famous opinion of Rabbi Moshe Feinstein that since that the FDA runs the country so carefully and they're always enforcing their rules and their laws upon the dairies and the production sites and the like, therefore, if they say in order to produce a bottle of cow's milk, it has to be 100% cow's milk, and if you get caught putting in another kind of a milk into that batch, you're going to get a heavy fine. Maybe you'll lose your license. Maybe you have to close down your dairy, your cow farm over there. So therefore, there is a strong opinion to say that even the regular milk that we get in America, we have nothing to worry about. There is not going to be any animal that is not a kosher animal, anything that is not the cow's milk like it says in there. Now, it doesn't mean that you have the advantage of drinking Cholov Yisroel. You're not drinking milk that was watched from beginning till end by a Jew so that you know for sure that it's cow milk. You don't have that advantage. However, it's not considered to be Cholov Akum. It's not considered to be goyish milk. It's called Cholov Stam, regular milk that is not Cholov Yisroel, and regular milk that is not non-Jewish milk, and therefore you'd be allowed to drink it. However, there are still many within the world of Torah Judaism that are makpid, that are strict on the prohibition over here of having your milk Cholov Yisroel, that is Cholov, milk Yisroel that is watched by a Jew from beginning until end, and therefore ask your local Orthodox rabbi what should be your custom in these circumstances. Now, ugevinas akum, what about milk? What about cheese that was made by a non-Jew, Kraft American cheese? Are you allowed to eat it? Min Torah mutter. According to the Torah, it's really permissible. Why? You don't really have to worry about that the milk that was being put in this cheese is from a non-kosher animal. Because as it is known, the milk of a non-kosher animal does not have the ability to turn into cheese. And therefore, as a result of that, if you get cheese that is claimed to be from a kosher animal, you assume that it is from a kosher animal because there's no other way for it to turn into cheese. However, the sages came along and they said, even the gevina, even the milk the cheese of a non-Jew, a person should not eat for many, many reasons. Mibnei kama ta'amim, for many reasons that they came up with this gezer, this decree, and therefore those that keep a Cholov Yisroel, they normally will keep a Cholov, that the gevina, the cheese, should also be Cholov Yisroel as well. Once again, I encourage you to ask your local Orthodox rabbi, based on who you are and your background and where you are holding, what should be your custom in terms of eating milk products that just have a regular OU on there, or milk products that say specifically Cholov Yisroel, that it was watched from beginning to end by a Jew. This is something that exists everywhere all the time, for men and for women. Have a wonderful day.